Welcome to Spoop Squad, the podcast that watches horror films that go flop in the night. I am your spoopy host, Jared, and I'm here with...
I'm Nick.
And I'm Nathan. God, are you even awake?
I'm here.
You are here.
Surprise!
Hello.
It's Nick.
Hi, everyone.
I don't know if it's the lighting in the new studio, but I think that you look a little paler than normal. You feeling okay?
Yeah, are you feeling okay?
I hope I didn't
okay?
contract it.
Hey,
Did you contract anything?
Hey, look, is that veins? Like,
What's up with your varicose veins?
varicose?
yeah.
What's up with your varicose veins on your tummy?
Wait, are you going blind in one eye?
I've always been blind in one eye.
Nick.
Oh.
Nick, are you feeling
My
okay?
third eye. Both these normal
What?
eyes work fine.
Your third eye is
Your
blind.
third eye is
Your
blind.
third eye is blind.
Okay.
I get it. Yeah. But your other two eyes are both bloodshot and red. Like you fucking burst of
Yep, come on.
burst a blood vessel. I couldn't think of the words. God, that's staying in.
Yup. Okay, so today we watched Contracted. It's from
Contracted.
2013.
Yeah,
We watched it on Amazon Prime. Apparently, after I paid for it, I was told that you can get
It's
it on
Netflix for free.
yeah, thanks.
Well, I mean, you pay for Netflix, but it is on Netflix. Somebody give me a rating on this.
5.3 out of 10.
5.3 out of 10. I feel like that's high.
That's high.
Yeah.
That's high for what the movie is, and I
Yeah.
feel like that's on the higher side of the shit movies that we watch.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you hit me up with that synopsis, Nick, while you're looking at it?
Oh, this one's it's pretty short. Or
That's what she said.
yeah. So after being after being drugged and raped at a party, a young woman contracts what she thinks is an STD, but it's actually something much worse.
Is it a butt
It's
TD?
an STD, but
It's an STD butt. Oh, those are the worst kinds.
Oh Jesus, this one's like fucking 2 paragraphs long. What's
Yeah.
not?
No, you just read the one and
Yeah,
we're
no,
fine
that's
with
fine.
that.
I just
Yeah.
like, why would somebody write that long of a synopsis about it?
that's
they're
not
really
a synopsis.
They're really passionate about this movie. Like, they feel real good. It was written by the writer and
At least
director.
there's one.
It was written by Matt Mercer.
Like, okay, so the synopsis is supposed to be like your 10-second elevator pitch.
Yeah.
If somebody's writing 2 fucking paragraphs,
Yeah.
they need to limit that shit.
They're talking real fast.
Yeah. Okay, let me tell you.
So this girl gets
Professional speed talker.
the Micro Machines guy.
So they probably record it and then get into the elevator and then just play it on double speed.
I really hope that nobody listens to that part on double speed because it'll sound like double speed, double speed, double speed. I can't even talk that fast.
Okay, so we couldn't find the budget on this film.
Couldn't find the budget.
But we did find like overall sales
From the
For-
HBO.
from box office. Yeah, it looked like it was like $3,200.
Wait, they made $3,200?
That was opening weekend. Was $3,300.
You got so excited.
Gross is $4,100.
No, I'll tell you what's gross.
This whole fucking movie.
This whole film.
There are definitely scenes that are very gross.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, Jared, give me your one good thing about this movie.
The one good thing about this movie is when Sam throws up blood on Alice.
On Alice,
Yeah.
it's fucking great. That
It's
is a
the
great
Great.
scene.
It's a great fucking just.
But what's funny is that when
You
we were
know
watching
it's
it,
coming?
yes, but I was calling for it earlier with Nikki.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
you
I
were.
was yelling it at the TV. Throw up in her mouth.
Yeah.
Throw up in her mouth.
So it's not just vomit. And let's kind of clarify. It's
No,
not
it's-
just vomit. It's blood.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's like
definitely blood.
straight blood.
Yeah.
All right, Nick, what's your one good thing?
I think it's gonna be the like overly obvious how shitty of a mother she has. They went
God.
with as much of a stereotypical like, oh, I love God, and like my life really isn't working out all that well.
And her like very mom haircut.
Everything about her. As soon as you see her, there is no, oh, maybe this is just like it's absolutely her mom. And everything about her character is so over the top that I'm a mom that cares so much about you. And obviously you've had a troubled past and I'm just not doing it well. And oh my God.
You have a past that we won't discuss ever.
Yep.
Ever.
But
Something,
somehow-
maybe something to do with drugs.
no, there was
No,
definitely,
there was definitely drugs involved.
She was definitely offered some cocaine by not Hurley in the bathroom at Alice's party.
well, they also, when she went to the doctor, she looked like she had cut her wrist a little bit.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
not a
she
drug
cut
thing.
herself.
Right, but I'm
Yeah.
saying that her mom was like, "Oh, you've had a troubled past." Like that would be part of it.
Well, maybe.
Yeah,
It depends on your definition of troubled.
Yeah, I'm sure her mom was
Self-inflicted harm.
real excited
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, self-destructive behavior.
Yes.
Hey Nathan, what's your one good thing? I'll tell you what my one good thing is.
Oh,
Is-
no, wait,
Said
let's-
that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and move past the one good thing.
No, but
You take those reins, Jared.
I like mine. My one good thing is actually her makeup special effects as the movie progresses. It's like, yeah, we made fun of a lot of the stuff, a lot of the choices they made, like the varicose veins and the blind eye and the bloodshot eyes, but it looked really good. Like
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Pretty. And I'm a person that like makeup like practical effects.
Yeah, it was all practical.
Yeah, it's all practical, and you can
Yeah.
tell, and that's something that I very much respect.
Yes.
Do y'all think that all of the maggots and everything were actually practical? Because they look like they were actual maggots. I don't think that was CGI.
Oh no, that's
No.
definitely CGI.
Was it? I wasn't.
No, Nick.
No, I'm making
No.
fun of you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is me making fun of you.
Oh,
They're definitely real.
I was gonna say they seemed like they were real. I'm just
Nick,
gonna sit
I'm just
back
gonna
now
say
and
this.
They went-
not contribute.
No, they definitely went down to the bait shop and got some maggots.
It's a lot easier to get real maggots than it is to CGI maggots.
Magnets. How do they work?
So magnets, what you do is you have polar opposites.
No, go with this.
I don't know. That's as much as I know about magnets. You put them together and they attract. Ta-da!
It's a miracle.
Magic.
It's a miracle. Nick, why don't you give me the kill breakdown?
There are two.
Dos Kilaros.
Spy.
Is that Spanish?
Doses. I don't know. What's the
Spy
other-
is German.
Zwei is German. Zwei.
There were not three though. Sorry.
That's
so
as
there-
high as you can count because
No,
because of you only learned how to count in German from Cool Runnings.
No, I can count to 12 actually.
Ooh, la-di-da.
That's 3 times what you just got to.
All right, somebody give me the kill breakdown, please.
Somebody being the only person that's done it.
Yeah, this is
how many episodes?
This is your fucking job.
I do it well.
Don't.
So the first death,
I am vampire.
before Nathan talks over me, is the girlfriend Nikki. She gets choked out.
Choked out.
Well, is she girlfriend or is she ex-girlfriend?
She's.
It's
It's like
unclear.
a Rocky situation.
Yeah,
Because
so
she's clearly like still into her,
Yeah.
but she hasn't like straight up said like we aren't together anymore because they are still like hanging out.
She does say that when she starts choking her, though.
No, at the
she's
end
she's
she does.
Yes, but
well,
like
that's what drives her to kill
yes, and she's like, oh, she shows up with like a bottle of wine, and Nikki's like, oh, yeah, so like 10 months. That's a weird time to celebrate a relationship, but apparently they'd been living together before.
her. Yeah.
And
yeah, but which is really weird because if they've only been together for 10 months, I'm wondering if they were roommates before, then started hooking up, then like became an item, and then Sam decided to move out because of, I don't know. It's really weird. Is it
don't-
because
No,
their
no.
relationship
Sam-
started getting rocky, or is it because
I think
I
Nikki
very much
kicked her ass
yes,
out.
Nikki definitely kicked her out.
Yeah.
And said, "Hey, you need to move out because something is happening that is not healthy." And then she moved in with her mom. Sam moved in with her mom for apparently 10 days or so.
Yeah, she said she'd been there.
10 days.
Yeah, did she specifically say that or 2 weeks? It was about that time.
Okay, so the movie gives you day 1, day 2, and then day 3 of 3 days.
Which was fun. Like,
Which is
it's coming
ridiculous.
to an end.
yeah, day 3 of 3?
Yeah, day 3 of 3. Like this is like it's some PDF document that was sent to her. That was the end of my joke. I had nowhere else to go. That was the end of my joke.
So the second death, Alice, the girl who threw the party at the beginning of the movie.
Are you sure it's Alice or is it Elise?
It's Alice.
God, man, I don't know.
It's Alice.
Okay.
You know, they said Alice in the movie, but the whole time I was thinking they might be wrong.
Wow.
Okay.
Nailed you to the cross.
No, I'm just really curious. Which one do we all think it is?
Alice.
Let's click out of this.
No.
He doesn't say that.
This is
No.
in. This is your life now.
This has been my life. She gets her throat torn out.
No.
Well, she
gets bit.
Yeah, Sam bites her
She
in the
gets
jugular.
bit. Yeah.
No,
it's
she
not in the
bites-
jugular. It's the side of the neck.
It's the carotid.
technically. Yeah, which I love because later they'd show a shot of her laying on the floor where she tears her throat out, or carotid artery,
Carotid.
and there's no blood like pooling up on the floor. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but then when she's in the bathroom in the bathtub,
She is
later,
covered with bites.
There's blood.
She has like a bite mark on her forehead suddenly.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't a bite mark. It was from where she took the pummel stick and
Oh, I did
Beat
get
her over the
confused
head.
by that.
But either way, it was like all of a sudden now there's blood coming all over the place. But when she bit out her neck, there was no blood pooling up on the floor.
yeah.
That's not how
That's
that
not
works.
how that
When you
works.
bite out which artery?
The carotid.
Yep. So the third kill is really just a death. It's not an actual kill.
Yeah, it's not a kill, and
I mean, I guess to be fair, the guy that fucked Samantha at the beginning kind of killed her by giving her
Oh,
this.
you're talking about the fucking like
What was his name?
necrophiliac coroner.
It was
Yeah.
like
somebody called him
Freeba?
BJ.
Freebo
somebody
or
called him
something?
BJ at some point, or PJ.
BJ.
BJ. You know, if he'd settled for a BJ, then maybe she wouldn't have died.
No, she still would have.
Maybe.
So anyway, Samantha, after
What's wrong with this?
3 of 3 days, succumbs to whatever deadly disease.
I mean, she turns into a fucking zombie.
Yeah,
Let's
she
just
turns
say
into
it.
a zombie.
Wait,
which-
wait. Hold on. You think she turned into a zombie?
Yeah.
No, I thought she.
Nope, don't say it. She was not a vampire.
She was a vampire.
Nope.
She's
No,
definitely a vampire.
Not a
She's
vampire.
not a fucking
You're
vampire.
wrong.
She bit Alice on the neck and drank her blood. That's why
Because
there was
zombies don't bite people on the
wait,
neck.
Hold on. Why was there no blood on the floor? It's because she was vampire.
No.
Nope.
She was vampire. She
No.
said blah blah blah.
She did not say
No,
blah,
she
blah,
is a
blah.
vampire.
She's not.
She was vampire.
She's not, because her mom's house is full of fucking crosses, and that does nothing to her. She's
No.
out in the daylight.
Hold up.
That does
Hold
nothing
up.
to her. She's not a fucking vampire.
One.
Roasted.
She hasn't fully turned.
Roasted.
She hasn't fully turned yet.
Roasted. I did it.
No, wait. She hasn't fully turned yet, and that's why she can be in the sun because she's a day walker. And 2, she can be in her mother, like when she's in her mother's house. It's not that she can be in there, but when she's around all of that stuff, that's when her symptoms are the worst.
You know, you do make a very, really strong point because she does actually get invited into every house she goes into.
Yes.
However, there is a contracted 2 in which we could watch and see that you are in fact wrong.
Okay. No.
definitely a zombie.
This is definitely. This is definitely a track that I want to follow because I am going to argue that she is vampire. Her teeth get all fucked up. Come on.
She's just using
She
that
straight up
charcoal
gets sweater
toothpaste.
teeth.
Yeah, and she's using the charcoal toothpaste.
No, she gets sweater teeth.
She's a zombie.
Zombie.
That's like absolutely.
No, she is vampire.
Nope.
Let's talk about some ridiculous moments.
I love the reaction of the doctor the first time that she goes to
he
like
says-
talk to him. He's just like, oh, it must be an STD. Let's do some blood tests. And but she doesn't even really describe how much shit
The blood tests are the second time she goes to the
Yeah.
doctor. The first time he says you have a
Oh, I
cold
thought
and a
he
rash.
head
I thought he
cold.
took blood tests the
No.
first time.
No.
So it's not even until the second time.
Yes. Which is the next day.
Well,
This is
okay.
day 3 of
So,
3.
All right.
Yeah, day 3 of
so
3.
walk me through this a little bit. So if you think your patient has a fucking STD because he says that the first time, right? So he's just like, let's see how it plays out. We won't actually get you tested for that.
He goes, yeah, I think you. He's like, he questions her about her sexual activity, and then he says, I think you have a cold and a rash.
Yeah,
Well,
a cold and a rash.
I do love that he's not actually asking for like legitimate yes and no's. He's just like, I'll take that as a yes. When he's like, have you had sex with a man? And she's like, I'm a lesbian. He's like,
it's been
by
8
your
months.
looks, I'll say it's a yes. I'm like, that's not how doctors work. I'm just gonna assume shit. Like, no, if you say no, it didn't happen, they're like, you might be wrong.
Unless you're
You're
Pliny
lying.
the Elder, don't just assume shit.
So after that,
Well, no, let's still talk about this doctor's appointment because
This is awful.
okay, no, but it brings up some questions about the timeline of when she got together with Nikki and the last time she had sex with a guy,
This is true.
because they're supposed to be dating for 10
10 months.
but the
Yes.
last time she had sex with a guy was 8 months ago.
Okay, but did you notice that when she first shows up, everything, like, this feels like a free clinic for people, like, to get tested for STDs, right? Like, there's a giant jar of condoms, which I didn't know they made them that small. I know they make them really small. I have to special order them from France. So
To give them out as gifts.
yes, to give them out as gifts to me. But there's that, and then there's like all of these charts and shit, and she's looking around the room like, okay, I am here because I think I have an STD. Like, she knows she has something. But like the doctor comes in and he's like, oh, so you have a cold. Let me look in your ear. Let me look in your other ear.
Let me listen to your heartbeat. Your heartbeat's really slow.
Also, when he listened to her heartbeat, did you guys not notice that he put the end of the stethoscope way too low?
Way too low.
Like, it wasn't over her heart. You didn't see his hand.
No.
I'm gonna be honest. It's because they have no fucking idea what they're doing making this movie, and I just didn't even care.
No, this doctor's like just playing around like, is this where the heart is? No.
Is this where heart is?
I mean,
What about that?
the guy,
No?
But heart is what pumps the blood.
when she said she had a rash, really it was just some like dark veins coming up. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't really a rash.
It wasn't a
And so
rash.
when he's like, no, yes, you do have a rash.
Yeah.
And even though this is causing you pain and you're shitting blood, you should just put some lotion
Where
on
is she
it.
shitting blood from?
I think it's just all over.
Because when she sits on the toilet and it is coated, like, it is coated like when you use like the toilet cleaner that turns everything blue, but it's all red with some chunks in it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's like she got
Like
like
there's
up
actual
under,
clotting.
Yeah, she got like right up under the lip of it.
Okay, so I really think that this movie on the down low was just this director's way of getting as many girls on a toilet as he possibly could.
So many toilets.
So many girls on
Nope.
so many toilets.
But it's all in like the first half of the movie, though.
yeah.
The second half of the movie, there are significantly less toilets. And I felt cheated.
All
Not
these
just
toilets.
girls. In the second half is when you get Riley throwing up into the toilet.
Yes. But it's actual vomit, not blood.
After he's banging her, and then he pulls his dick out,
Okay,
and then
okay.
maggots fall all over the floor.
Yes.
Yeah, this needs to be its own
Like,
conversation.
yeah,
This needs to be a
this
separate,
needs to be
yeah.
its own thing
Because
I gotta say this: you get the first maggot like day one,
Yes. Dave,
so these things were just fucking
I don't know-
festering.
I don't know
Yes.
anything about the life cycle of a maggot, but is it like a 24-hour thing? I mean, no, because it wasn't even 24 hours.
It's actually
it was like
pretty
12
quick, yeah.
hours.
yeah, it's
But
pretty
for
quick.
a full-size
It's usually pretty
maggot?
quick.
I don't know.
No, that was a big maggot.
Yeah.
The first one you saw was
Yeah.
pretty big.
So, I mean, that was, what, at 12 hours max? Because it was the next day.
Yeah,
And she
Yes.
had supposedly showed up really late, and even though she slept in, it couldn't have been any more than 12 hours. I don't know anything about the life cycle of maggots, but is it that fast? Or does the
Seifert
zombie
Mouskowitz.
virus
I did it.
So it depends.
speed things up?
Like, this is okay. I'm gonna get super nerdy. It depends on the type of fly it is. Some flies only live for 24 hours. Period. Some flies live way longer.
So I thought that was once they actually went from maggot to fly. That I
Yes.
thought it was when they were a fly that it was 24. Why?
No. It is their entire life cycle of
Okay.
24 hours. Like,
Then, if we were to track down that
specific type
specific
of
fly,
maggot.
then we would know what she has.
I am not an entomologist.
I would assume that if you were to track down that fly, you would see that it is a part of the zombie virus, not the vampire virus.
Is vampire. Is vampire. Is vampire fly.
Okay.
It is a fly that is eaten by the fruit blood. Yeah. It's fruit fly. But also suck blood.
Housefly larvae.
Oh, you looked
Eggs
it up.
hatch within 24 hours.
Yes.
So there
They
you
hatch within 24 hours.
go. They hatch within 24
within.
hours.
It could be 2. It could be 2 hours because it's within 24 hours. It could be 15 minutes. It depends on when that fly. It depends on when that fly get his nut.
But flies don't like nuts. They like fruit.
It depends on the fly.
It's a nut fly.
I mean, if flies are like human beings, they like to get that nut.
So okay, day one. Let's approach this day by day. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So day one, we have her like starting to get the black veins.
Yeah, so that's not even a rash. Like the doctor
Yeah.
said, that's a
Yeah.
rash. That's not a
But
rash.
he
She
did-
gets varicose veins.
He did say
varicose
that
veins
there
are
were
completely different.
Hold on. He did say that there was dead skin.
Okay.
So it we didn't see it as a rash,
Thank God.
but apparently he did.
Yeah,
With
'cause-
some dead like skin cells and stuff that was going on. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm totally
I
imagining.
don't think the doctor knew either.
I don't think he did.
No, but you remember when you're like a kid and you put like Elmer's glue on your hand and you let it dry and then you peeled it off? That's totally what I'm imagining that he saw down there. It's like this Elmer's glue.
She did put the lotion on.
And it burned
the
her.
skin?
Yeah.
It hurt her for some reason. Was it holy lotion?
It was icy hot.
Well,
You definitely made that joke while we were watching, and I was like,
so
but
the
"This
only
is worse."
when you get like gangrene, doesn't it hurt? So maybe that was their like concept behind it.
Not
is
gangrene.
I've never had gangrene, so I don't know.
Not gangrene.
Nope.
No, but I'm saying, isn't gangrene like the rotting of the flesh? Like
Yes.
yeah.
Well, okay,
And that's essentially what was happening to her.
Sort of.
Kind of.
Gangrene is a poisoning of the blood.
Okay.
The rotting of the flesh is leprosy.
So
I
who
am
the fuck
not a
knew
doctor.
that this was a fucking...
I am not a doctor. I spent a lot of time
You know
researching
way more about the shit they should have known about.
It's because I have seen Ken Burns' Civil War. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, get him.
Which has nothing to do about vampire, even though we all know that Abraham Lincoln was famous vampire hunter.
Well, actually, he wasn't famous for it. Nobody really knew he did.
He
it.
was famous after he died.
Yeah, that was only when the documentary came out a couple years ago.
The book is so much better. His journal. His journal is so poignant.
It was a very well done documentary.
One thing that we have not talked about yet is the fact that at the movie opens up with this guy
Yeah.
having sex with a corpse in a morgue.
Which, by the way, did y'all notice you could see the corpse breathing? Did y'all see that?
No,
Yeah, because
I
the
didn't
actors are
notice.
terrible in this movie.
Yeah.
I
No.
think that really oversells them.
No, what got me,
No, you know what it was? It wasn't the corpse breathing.
it was how close the corpse's feet were together. How did he fuck it?
No, you said it. He throat fucked
Throat
it.
fucking. He was throat fucking it.
No.
It's the only way.
I mean, prone bone is a thing.
Prone bone? What is that? Teach me your ways.
I am curious. Teach us.
I need to know for future reference how to prone bone. I've never heard term.
Just look up prone bone.
I don't want to.
Done.
I don't know how.
Nick is gonna do it. Nick is adventurous.
How to look up on phone? That's so weird. Phones for making calls to talk to friend.
Prone bone is the powerful sex position in which the female lays flat on her front while enjoying penis penetration from behind.
Okay.
Except she's
on her back.
Yes, but prone bone can be reversed, just like reverse cowgirl. Come on.
So he would be underneath her.
No,
she would be on her back at that point.
she would be on her back at that point. And it's just like, literally like just laying there, just like stiff as a board.
Oh,
Light
like
as a feather?
planking. You're fucking somebody that's planking.
Yes, basically.
Nailed it.
Plucking.
Literally.
It's plucking.
It's plucking. Yeah.
Plucking.
Let's call it plucking. I'm trying to figure out how this disease spreads. Like, if he's supposed to be the person spreading the disease, right?
It's a bloodborne pathogen.
But why isn't he a zombie?
No. Oh.
We don't know that. What we
fair,
do know
we
is that they
don't-
were looking for him.
Yeah.
And that they got him. And then when the police showed up to find her, they were ready to shoot to kill her.
All right. So this is the second time I've seen this movie. When at the very start of the movie, there is a tag on the toe of this corpse, and it has the hazardous material, like the radioactive tag on there. So I'm assuming that since the cops and everybody were looking for this guy, he was supposed to kind of exhume his body, like see what was going on.
But instead he fucked it.
Yeah, he fucked it like it already had the zombie virus. Like this was already being covered up. I think
maybe
what was going on.
maybe there was a virus that it had that mutated when he fucked it.
That's possible.
And then he fucked Sam, and then she became a vampire.
Yeah.
Did you notice the Easter egg that on the toe tag there was the little thing, but the name on it was Georgina Romero?
No, I didn't notice that.
It's because I just made that up now.
I was gonna say
Nice.
I don't buy that.
It's because it's a lie.
You should have just not said that. And then when people were like, it doesn't say that, be like, got you, bitch.
I don't know if
Made
you know
you
this about
look.
me. I am a terrible liar, and I will tell you immediately upon lying. Okay, here's one of my favorite ridiculous moments is at the very end. And I mean, I would say spoilers, but I mean, you're listening to this show, you know what we do. So when she gets in a car wreck and then she comes out and she is noticeably vampire. She's ready to suck blood, and she comes out of the car
In daylight.
No, she is Daywalker like Blade and Blade Trinity even.
Real light skinned Blade.
What is the 4 version of Trinity? Fornity. She is Fornity. So she comes out of the car, and the cops show up, and they're ready to shoot her. And then the mom, out of nowhere, is like, come here, baby.
Yeah.
Come here to me. No, you're fine now. Your face is obviously fucked up. But how did the mom was there immediately. So
I don't know. That's a good question.
It is a very weird thing, but also the mom's reaction is trying to get her to come to her, and then she goes to her, and then she bites her.
Well,
she attacked her.
To be fair,
I
they
mean,
cut off before she does, but it's pretty clear that she's.
Well, yeah,
her mother starts screaming.
Yeah, Sam's bloodlust was too high, and she needed to drink blood so that she could survive.
Yeah, because zombies do need to consume.
She's vampire,
flesh, which means blood is.
She needs the blood. Blood.
Going back to like the day by day. Day one, we've already discussed. Like she gets the veins. She gets like vomiting blood. She thinks that she's just having a heavy flow, and it's obviously more than that.
I've seen
two.
a heavy flow. That is not a heavy flow.
Yeah. So, what is day two? Day two
It's
is
her eyes.
Yeah,
her eyes get all fucked up.
No.
She tells people that she has pink eye.
No,
Yes,
because
that's day two.
Because day 2 is the first time she goes to the doctor, and then after that, well, I guess it is still day 2, but it's after
day
the
two.
doctor
She
is
goes
when
to
her
work.
eyes do get fucked up.
It's her one eye.
Oh, it is one eye at the start. You're right.
Also, she tries to eat that salad.
Yeah.
She tries to eat a salad and she spits out. She's like, this is not good.
This is not good.
You know why? Because I had no blood.
Or flesh, because she's a zombie.
Because she's vampire. She wants the blood. There's no blood in the green vegetables.
Let's talk about her shitty boss.
Oh, George?
Yeah.
Yeah.
George, who's like, oh, you're on the way to the doctor?
Yeah.
Why don't you
Well,
come
are
in
you
until I can
dying?
find
Just
somebody?
for a little
Yeah.
while.
Are you dying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well then no, you can come into work.
Yeah, no.
And then she gets there and she pulls off her sunglasses because he tells
No.
her you
Oh,
can't
no,
wear
After
no.
she's handling
No,
food.
no.
Yeah,
He takes them off of her.
Oh yeah, he does.
He actually like takes them off and she's like, cut me some slack. And he's like, nah, fuck you, bitch. And he pulls them off. And then he's like, oh, God, your face is fucked up. I don't understand.
I have pink eye.
And he
My
says,
fingernails are falling off.
That's
I have
fucked
pink
up.
eye.
Yeah, her
Guy.
fingernail fucking fell off in the salad that she made with her bare hands. Also, we didn't see her wash her hands, so those people are also now vampire because this is bloodborne pathogen.
Yeah, and the worst thing that you can have as a vampire is fucking Margaret. Like, get your manager Margaret.
Yeah, you gotta
That's so the lady that she gave the salad to, she found the fingernail in her salad.
yes. Mm-hmm. You don't know if she put it in her mouth first, though.
Oh, so you know she licked that shit.
It's bad. It is bad. There's so much about this movie that is just gross and bad, and it bothers me.
my biggest thing with this movie when I was like, hey, guys, let's watch this, was the fact that she doesn't do almost anything to make sure that like she's getting treated for this.
No.
She just like she goes to a doctor who basically she's like, yeah, fuck it, I don't know, we'll see what happens. Yeah, just give it some more time. I'm sure it's fine. Whatever, you're sick. Like, yeah, no shit. And then he comes back the next day, or she comes back the next day, and he's like, yeah, we'll do some blood tests. And like that's kind of it. If you're shitting blood and your eyes are fucking like getting not even bloodshot, they were way worse than that, and then you're losing hair.
Like the
Dude, we totally missed out that she like ripped it. She was in the shower and like she had this huge chunk of hair fall out and she didn't notice it.
Yeah.
But she put her hair in a ponytail but missed that her hair was thinner because I'm not even shitting, like a hand-sized portion of hair was gone.
Like,
but only that one portion.
yeah.
Like none of her hair falls out after
They had
that.
to make sure that it was just enough that she could cover it up with a Rastafarian hat.
Yes. She
That
definitely
was
became a
it was just
Pastafarian
enough.
at some point.
Maybe I'm selfish, but if I'm going through this shit,
You are.
I'm gonna ignore the fuck out of everybody
Yes.
until I get this figured out.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Because
If I go to a doctor and they're like, "Nah, you're good.
Put
You're
some
getting
lotion
a cold
on it."
Yeah, put some lotion on your skin. Fuck you, Buffalo Bill. I'm going to a real doctor.
Yeah. The whole time in this movie, she's so worried about, oh, well, what about Nikki? What about Nikki? What happens when she sees you with, like, fucked up eyes and a clearly decomposing body?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's like, oh, I want to go back to you? You're already on thin fucking ice. You're like, yeah, I can win her back now. No, you fucking can't. You're dying.
Yes.
You got what looks to be a huge cold sore on your bottom lip.
Oh, and it's super gross. And the makeup was so good in that it grosses you out
Yeah.
watching it.
Wait. I know why she didn't notice it. It's because her left eye is blind.
That's fair. Also,
she can't see her left side of the face.
How did she get? So she got Alice to kiss her. She got
Yeah.
Alice to admit that she's in love with her, so she could kiss her and try to give her the disease. And then she ends up, sucking her blood.
Okay.
But she had that weird shit on her face. But then she gets Riley to show up, and he starts to fuck her and is kissing her on the mouth, and she's just kind of looking down into the side, like they're having this heartfelt moment, and he's not even looking her in the eye.
Yeah, but let's explain
Like
real
he
quick.
told her he loved her, and he didn't look her in the eye.
Yeah, let's explain their relationship real quick. Because obviously Riley is stalking her.
Yes.
I think that you saying he's stalking her is playing it up a little bit. He's definitely a dude with a crush, but he's not like... I mean, he goes and sees her at
He knows
work.
her work schedule.
And
that is stalking.
It's.
I think
it can be seen as like kind of creepy. I don't think it would.
It's
it would
creepy.
Be necessarily
It's
stalker.
It's
Because he's
more
not-
than what you're saying, but I don't think it's as much as what Jared is saying.
Yeah,
it is stalking, but it's like grade C stalking.
I want to go back a little bit to when George forces Samantha to come in to work, and he sees her and he's like, oh, it's some sort of shitty red eye, like whatever. And then when he's like, oh yeah, I got somebody to come in for you so you can fix your face once he gets here.
Yeah, you can fix your face.
Girl, lawyer the fuck up and sue his ass. Assuming you lived through it, which you wouldn't.
Because there is no fixing
But,
her face at this
like,
point.
No,
Yeah,
it's
like,
all fucked
It
up.
only
but
gets worse.
You don't get to say that to an employee. Like, you're
don't.
fucked. You're at least losing your job because
Yeah.
she's clearly going through something, and they're just trying so hard to be like, "Oh, this guy's a shitty manager," but they went way too far. They could have just settled with the fact that he made her come in and then tried to have her stick around, even though she clearly shouldn't have been there. But they threw so much more on top.
No, but when she brought the salads out to the table and he took her sunglasses, he was like, just like squint or something.
Yeah. Like, no, dude.
Dude, come on.
Fucking dude, just be like, look, man, we hired a fucking blind chick. Lie. Be like, yeah, you fucking,
Like-
she's handicapped, she's blind. Like, fucking go that route at least.
She's,
Is that better? I don't know.
No, that's
I don't know.
not-
I think it might be.
No, that's.
I think it might be better.
No, not at all.
think
Just
so.
don't make her fucking go out to the
Yeah.
table. Just bring the food yourself.
Right. I mean, obviously that's the way you should go. But
Yeah.
if he's really gonna, I mean, at least let her wear the fucking sunglasses.
Yes.
No,
Definitely give her the
no,
sunglasses back.
Tell her to go to the fucking doctor.
Right? No. Yeah. I get that. That's obviously what you should have done.
no, but he needs someone to cover the shift.
What a lazy shithole of a manager that you can't just work for 20 fucking minutes while somebody else shows up.
Look,
Right.
she's working what, a 3-top?
No, there was only 2 people.
Yeah, it was a two
No,
time.
No.
guy and his wife.
I'm like the 3-table section.
Oh, 3 tops is usually 1 table of 3.
I'm thinking of 3-top being like, what would you call a 3-table section?
3 table section, yeah.
So she's working like a 3-table section. Like, it's not that hard because it is a restaurant, a working restaurant during lunchtime, because it's got to be lunchtime because it's like
It's
super
pretty
bright
early.
outside.
Because
Yeah,
she
it's-
also does quite a bit
yeah,
during this day.
yeah, but like it's so, but it's like a 3-table section. It is, if you have 2 other servers, it's not that big a deal to cover that section. It's really not.
No, it's not. I mean, if you hire competent staff, and especially at a restaurant like that in LA, you have a shit ton of actors and actresses that are failing, that are looking for jobs that you can hire, that are probably pretty competent.
But he made it this like big fucking deal. Oh, can you just be here until I can find someone to cover your shift? That's not how this works.
No.
If you are sick and you're going to the doctor, you tell your boss, I'm going to the doctor, and then you get a note that says that you went to the doctor and you were sick, and then you bring it and you give it to your boss, and they can't do anything.
Yep. And that's, again, that goes into her not making any rational decisions in this movie.
Yeah, especially when she realizes that her fingernail is black and she pulls it off. And then you find out that her other fingernail is in the salad of that lady.
She just... And then I love that after all this, she's like, yeah, let me go to my old drug dealer. Let me just do some drugs real quick. Yeah. This is really going to top everything off. This is going to make me feel so much better.
So I caught the beginning of this, but I had to run to the bathroom. She had this moment where she goes to the drug dealer who's not Hurley. And she does... And so he lays out for her heroin. He gives her a spoon, a lighter, a bag, a little baggie, like a I don't know what you would call it. I don't know about drugs. A dime bag?
I don't know.
A little, I don't
Sounds
know.
right.
Nickel bag? I don't know, because I only know what nickel bag is because
Nickelback.
I only know what a nickel bag is because I listen to Diggable Planets. But there is, like, he gives her like a little baggie full of like white little rocks, but then he gives her a syringe that is loaded already with heroin, with like a yellow liquid. Did you notice that? Like it was preloaded. Like he was like, you know
I knew
what?
you were coming.
I think Sam's coming over. I'm gonna go ahead and load her up with some heroin.
Yeah.
And it's just, this is such a weird moment because if you're not paying attention, you're gonna completely miss everything on the table. Also, he had a box that he kept under his coffee table. His open, like, it's not like it's like a locked up coffee table. He has this like jewelry box that he pulls out and opens it up, and it has black lights and is just loaded with drugs and
there's
a stack of cash.
And he doesn't. There's not even a key.
And
he just kind of like twists it to lock it.
Yeah, he like turns a knob and it opens. Like, he's doing this right in front of a junkie. Yeah. He is the worst drug dealer.
Worst drug dealer.
He owns the house, so he must be doing all right.
That is the most unrealistic part of the whole movie.
Yes. This shitty drug dealer.
Yes.
I do have to ask you guys, at what point did you realize this was like a zombie movie? Immediately?
Probably the first maggot.
The first maggot, so immediately.
I don't know. Like, I'm still like on the fence. Like, I could be vampire.
Okay, so
Damn it.
You knew immediately. When you say immediately, like as soon as the first maggot came out, you're like, oh, this is a zombie movie.
No, immediately.
Immediately.
So when he fucked the corpse at the beginning?
Yeah, like immediately.
I didn't get it from that, but I did think that he was going to get some sort of disease, and that I actually thought it was going to be an It Follows kind of deal where she like passed it on.
So,
but like I didn't think that it was going to be like a It Follows, like this is the monster that follows you. I just thought that it was just going to spread. It's that commercial from the 90s where they're trying to get everybody scared of AIDS, and they're like, okay, when you sleep with one person, you sleep with every person that they've slept with, and every person they've slept with, and every person they've slept with. And then they do this awful pyramid, which if they did it right, it would be super lopsided, but they just had it like, oh, so like this person had sex with you, and they've only had sex with 2 people. It's this terrible thing, but
I know
that's
what you're
how
talking about.
Yes, but that's how it feels. Hi, I lost where I was going because I got sucked into that.
You were talking about when you realized that it was a zombie movie. And then you got sucked into that because you were kind of like thinking that that's where it was going to go. Is that it was just whatever this was spreading.
Yes.
So here's the thing.
Well, I thought that's how it was going to spread, was going to be like, oh, all of these people just go and they fuck other people because, I mean, we don't know. Like, do we know that it's in L.A.?
I don't
Or did
think
we
so.
just assume that based on how it looks?
I think you guys just made the assumption because I have no fucking idea.
I do know
it
it was
is.
filmed there, but that doesn't really say a
That
lot.
doesn't mean
That
anything.
doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Okay, what it feels like is that she at least runs in a group of people who are fairly promiscuous. But apparently all of them just want to fuck her.
Yes.
But I think that
Not Nikki.
not everybody but Nikki and
Nikki
her
Bennick
and her
done
mom
that.
and the cops that want to shoot her at the end.
I don't know. Her mom might.
You don't know that. Yeah, it's fair. I mean, she has the same haircut as Nick. Mm-hmm. But you have this, or at least Nick, like a month ago, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But like, for me, I had this thought of she's going to fuck someone who's in, and then it's just gonna spread. But then she's going to turn into a vampire, and then other people are going to do it also, and then they're going to bite the people on the neck and drink their blood.
So, Jared,
You hate
Yeah.
this,
when
and I love
exactly
it.
was it that you realized this was going to be a zombie movie?
Okay, so I noticed immediately because he fucks the corpse, but the main giveaway is the poster for the film.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can put 2 and 2 together.
I know, but the main poster of the film is just her face with like the shit on her mouth, right?
No, and the one blind eye.
She's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, see,
It's towards the end of it.
What's different from Amazon as opposed to Netflix is that Netflix has her from like the nose down, and it's just like the shit on her face, and that's all I saw. So like I had no idea that that's the direction it was going.
the first time that I watched this, I kind of suspected about halfway through. I think it was a little before the second time. Oh, no. I remember what it was. The first time that her eye is fucked up, I was like, that kind of looks like what you would do in a zombie movie.
Or she could be a witch.
Yeah, but you don't contract that.
You don't.
No, I was
don't.
like, but
wait, you could contract being a witch. It happened to Harry Potter.
Is that going to open us up to ratings?
Yeah, let's just go to ratings.
Yeah.
Nick, what are you going to give this movie?
I'm going to I'm going to give it a skull. This is the second time I've seen this. It is not a good movie by any means, but it is entertaining to laugh at with friends, which is why I suggested it to you guys. And I mean, we definitely laughed throughout it.
Yeah, I definitely talked through the whole movie and had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's by no means a great movie. It's not a diamond in the rough, but yeah, I'm giving it a skull. It's fun to watch. It's so easy to laugh at.
All right, Nathan, what about you?
I was going to go to you. Okay, it's me. I am going to agree with Nick, and I will actually give this a skull because for a few reasons. Aside from the fact that it's fun and it's something that I would watch again and would have other people watch, especially like my friends that are into zombies and stuff. So like I read, and this is super dumb, I read a lot of like shitty like Amazon only, Kindle only zombie stuff. And I love the idea of going back and trying to find an origin story for like a zombie apocalypse. And that's really what I look for in these books. If it's bad after like 3 or 4 chapters, I'll just put it aside. But like I want to know, it's not that like I need to know it or anything, but it's that Romero gave us the apocalypse. And I want to see what other people's ideas of how they got there. And if you took Contracted and you put it in The Walking Dead, like Robert Kirkman's world, it fits. Like, let's say that this happened in LA. This would be everything that leads up to Fear the Walking Dead, which is really interesting to me.
Except that in that world, everybody's already infected. And when they die, they come back.
Yes.
You would have to modify it a bit, but it could work.
But it does lead, it feels like it could lead into it. And I found that was really interesting. And for people who are fans of zombie movies or vampire, like watch it and see what this does, because I think that there is a good concept here. I think it's executed poorly, but I think that there is potential for it if you just take the story itself and go, okay, let's cut out, like, I don't know where it came from, but all the blood that just squirted into the toilet. Like, you take that aside and you take out all the dumb stuff. There is meat here, and I think it's good. So I'm giving it a skull. What do you got, Jared?
You guys are gonna hate me because I'm gonna give it a skull too.
Nice.
So
I don't hate you for this.
Why would we hate you for that?
Just because it's 3 skulls for a bad movie that sends a really good message. And that message is don't fuck people who fuck dead bodies.
Yes.
It's very true.
Yeah. Just don't do it. Necrophilia is a bad thing.
It's like a Smokey the Bear, like don't start forest fires commercial from the 80s, but
only
for
you
fucking
can prevent
dead
the
bodies.
zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, only you can prevent the zombie apocalypse by suppressing your necrophiliac needs.
But yeah, I mean this movie is super fun. Some ridiculous moments that obviously we can all get behind. Yeah, I mean the deaths were pretty fun. Like it's kind of out of nowhere. Like it just starts and then it doesn't stop until the end of the movie.
Yeah, I wasn't actually expecting any deaths.
Yeah, I kind of wasn't either, except for her dying.
Not remember if there were any besides her. I really could not. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna have to write anything down except for her at the very end.
But she doesn't technically die.
She does though.
But she doesn't.
She dies because she reanimates.
She dies.
Hold
Hold on.
Back.
She dies whenever she's driving the car.
But does she?
She does. Because then she turns in full zombie.
Then she goes full zombie. But the question is,
but
when did she really die? in the movie.
She really died whenever she killed over.
It was
in
the
car
moment that
while
Nikki
she was driving.
said she didn't want to be with her anymore. That was when she died, because when
Emotions
love
are
dies,
heart
what do
was
we have?
broken.
Was her heart? Her heart died.
Okay, so
Oh.
you have it. Three Skulls. Go watch this movie. We watched it on Amazon Prime. Apparently, it's on
It's
Netflix.
on Netflix.
Just look it up, and
Look it.
Yeah, just look it.
Just look
Just
it.
fucking look it,
Just
dude.
look it. All right, what's our next movie?
I'm glad you asked, because it's going to be Willow Creek,
The Bobcat Goldthwait movie?
the Bobcat Goldthwait movie.
All right, excellent. Well, guys, if you have enjoyed this episode and you have enjoyed listening to us talk about it, and you like watched the movie and it was dope as you thought it was dope as we did, do us a favor, write us a review, rate us, subscribe, and when you're done with that, head over to facebook.com/the Squad Podcast and just enter in a conversation with us. Like, we'll answer whatever, or talk to other people on the page. We have a great community, and suggest movies that you want us to watch. Suggest movies that you don't want us to watch, and we might watch them because we hate ourselves, and this is what we do for you. And if you have some time, go ahead and hop over to Twitter. Follow us at Spoop Squad. Thanks a lot for listening.
I hope you spoop your pants.